Hello everybody and welcome back to reality. This is the first part of a series I'm hoping to do where I will recreate world edit features in vanilla Minecraft. Today I'm going to be imitating the brush feature. If you don't know how that works, essentially you would right click with an item after setting it up and it would create a shape where you were looking up any material and size up to 5 blocks. And now as you see here, I have a snowball and this will be my brush. So if I right click here, you will see it will create a sphere where the snowball lands. You can use this to make hills or arches or anything you want really easily. It is, it's a lot easier and more efficient than kind of placing the blocks yourself. And you can customize the template with my setup too, so you can make it do whatever you want. You just have to kind of get used to using it, and you can make some decent looking hills pretty easily. One advantage that it has is it doesn't have to be limited to a specific block type like the brush command would be, because it's using a clone command to clone that sphere there. I made this one 7x7, but you can make this any size you want, which is also an advantage over the brush tool. Very easy to make too. Besides the fill clock, it only takes 5 commands. So let's dive into the redstone. Before you do anything else, you need to create a dummy objective. In this case, I named it WE, short for world edit. After that, as per usual, you're going to need a fill clock, and these are the commands you're going to need to make it. After that, there's 3 commands you're going to need. Make sure they're in this order. This way the snowball will constantly create wither skulls and kill them to tick after. It allows you to track the last place the snowball is at by essentially leaving a wither skull where it lands. I could have used an arrow, but you have to draw back your bow every time you want to use it, and I'm not a fan of that. Up next is the actual clone command. You need to understand how to format clone commands and where the selection is cloned to format this yourself. Here's an example of what it should look like. The X, Y, Z, 1, and 2 chords are the location of the selection being cloned. The clone chords are all relative -3, because if it's cloned directly at the location of the wither skull, it wouldn't be in the right spot. If your clone area isn't the same as mine, you're going to have to use a different number. So make sure it's an odd number so it will center correctly, and then take the distance between the 2 coordinates. In my example, it's 7, and then take away 1, and then divide that number by 2, which in my example would give me 3 for all 3 different chords, since they're all 7 apart from each other. Make sure to include masks at the end of it if you don't want to clone the area in your selection. If you remember, the wither skull's WE score is constantly increasing, but since it's killed the tick after it is created, it can't reach 2, but once the snowball is destroyed, it'll hit 2, and then it'll execute the clone. Once the snowball executes the clone, you need this command to kill it and stop the cloning. And that is essentially all there is to it. So that was my imitation of the brush tool in vanilla Minecraft. It's far from a perfect replica, but it can still be convenient if you want to take a few minutes to set it up. I'm hoping to do at least another 1 or 2 of these videos where I recreate world edit features in vanilla. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.